the latch match. This is a best of 2, regardless of if it's a tie or not, because I believe TMO has to go after this one. So we're going to be starting off the match looking at Rom, as I'm now pronouncing that correctly. Coming out of the gate here, we're going to see their splits. They red team pop mainly swiftness and a little bit of might, as has the blue team. Opening to see their splits. We have 3 members of the red team going out towards core, 2 members of the red, through the other 2 members of the red team heading over to Graveyard. Meanwhile, blue sent a majority of their members to Waterfall, more than likely participating at gank like we saw the other day coming in from MiM, but that did not happen. So blue team is going to gain the initial advantage over here. We're seeing Rom jump in, see if he pulls off his ganks correctly.
Yeah, we see those again, those splits as always. Team fights emerging now, everyone heading to the graveyard. Actually, we've got Kenny, who is, if you jump in his perspective for 1 second, he's actually going the long way to quarry so no one sees him, and is trying to backup it.
Very interesting strategy choice there. It was very time-consuming.
Yeah, as well as Soldaris is doing the same on the other side of the map. There's a portal,
yeah.
But he doesn't use it.
Nope, decap goes off. Back over to Rome. They have popped, I believe, blue team actually popped the quickness field there. Rome having to back out here. He's getting pretty low. He doesn't have a heal. If he's using his block, he's going to go down. Blue team has to, his team's going to have to get him up, and they do a pretty nice job of that. He goes up absolutely no trouble here. Red team actually has control of 2 points at the moment. However, they are winning. Blue team is winning this team fight.
Yeah, Zani dropping very low since he needs to 1v1 that Ranger, and he isn't exactly the best to do that. Ultima is coming, realizing...
That was very... They just traded off pretty much there. That was a very nice play. Zani still has the bird on him, however.
I think it would have been perfect if he came a bit earlier, because the point got neutralized, because Zani needed to use his distortion ability, which now neutralizes the point. So still good job for, on that part.
So very nice job there by both teams. MLR, the stream's laggy, guys. I have to bump the bit right up. Unfortunately, I can't do that now without interrupting the stream, so sorry. How do I pronounce his name again today?
Azani.
Azani. Sorry about that. Azani. Looking at Tage's point of view, the last standing member for Meta Meta here on the point. They looks like they are getting some heals on. Meta Meta is getting reinforcements. Blue team actually doing a lot better this game. We're seeing already. They have had pretty significant control over team fights. They haven't been able to pull them off successfully yet, but they've been doing definitely a lot better and holding themselves off.
Yeah, and again, backup by Soldaris, good job on his part. He's doing that constantly, always dropping that burst in the mid-fight and then going for the backup while his cooldown's on.
Rome just entered the fight, had a pretty nice jump on Bryz. Oh my god, just destroys him. Bryz goes down, Bubbles being popped out, he's out. Very nice play there by Rome. We're looking now, also knocking out TMO Lee. They have popped a Sanctuary, however, there's a significant amount of AoE going out to negate what's going on there. And Rome just swinging his sword. He swings his sword back and forth, and, well, that's not good for them. TMO Lee currently out. Blue team has control over 1 point, which is going to allow them to catch up a little bit here. However, red team will very shortly be getting control in the majority of points. They are about to take the quarry here. One member of the blue team, TMO Kenny, is off the point. However, that's not going to do much, as Rome and Soldaris are about to come in here to tie it up.
Yeah, and as Ultima captures the point, they are leaving. They know he can hold that 1v1 against that Bunker Ranger. So again, going for that mid-fight, trying to capture it.
Tage has been successfully holding off this for quite some time now. He's taking a lot... Rom doing a lot of the damage for his team, seems to be one of the main damage sources. I'm noticing here that...
Bryz actually dropping.
Bryz goes down, as does TMO Lee. Bryz, however, is still alive. He's still alive and well. He's up with an illusion of life at the moment. That's only going to last in the next 8 seconds, so they will need to get a kill. Tage getting somewhat low, looking over him. He does have his cooldowns are all down. He has his heal ready, but so unfortunately they're not going to be able to get him down at any time soon.
And Bryz actually dropping that rest field. He moved back to his close point to rest without anyone interrupting him and gets back up.
It was a nice move there. We're going to take a look at Bryz for a little bit, see how he plays as engineer. He gets Soldaris with his pistol 5 and takes him down. He doesn't see me yet though. Soldaris is just now should be coming into view. Oh, they missed that. I believe they were trying to mesmerize him, but they missed it. It was just out of the AoE range. Regardless, MiM with a nice res, they're going to get him back up. So very nice play by Bryz there, but luckily for the thief on the...
And again, with that distraction occurring, Azani couldn't port back, and Kenny managed to back up Quarry again and will 1v1 him now, and he will win that 1v1 in around 1 minute, I think.
Rome swinging his sword back and forth once again. He actually just charges in there and instantly goes down. Regardless, they're going to have no trouble getting him up. That was actually pretty funny to watch.
Yeah, and again, Zoldarus coming to help Azani finally. He is holding strong here on his point, considering the bad matchup for him.
Rowena doing an excellent job at rezzing teammates this game. Definitely better than the last game. Blue team only down by about 20 points now. It's significantly better than what we saw the last game. But that was more. Last game was more than likely due to our buggy start up there with the server.
Yeah, and red team, MIM, is actually recapturing Quarry.
Mm-hmm.
TMO actually tried to get their close point waterfall back, but Ultima was there before it went to them.
Taking a look at Soldaris, he does have a lot of his cooldowns up right now, so he may be able to pull in for a gank here. He's jumping on TMO Lee actually, or TMO's Mesmer. Apologies for that. Timo Tobson would be. No, Timo Lee goes down. They're going to choose to take out the Elementals here. He pops his Mistform. Blue team isn't really anywhere nearby. They're going to. Morena is trying to stop, but however, her cooldowns are up, so they're not. So they are going to be able to stop Timo down.
Yeah, the problem is that Ultima actually pulled two guys to their close point to get it safely, so they didn't have those two guys in the mid fight, and as a consequence to that, they got destroyed there.
Looking at TMO Kenny at the moment, trying to take on Azani. Yes, did I say that right?
Yes, that's right.
Azani at the moment taking on Kiano Kenny. He's trying to take this point back for his team. Blue team again. He gets Moed here, and as Ultima comes in, Timo Kenny's going to get out of there. He's trying his best, however. There's a lot of conditions going on. He can't really do anything about that at the moment. He's trying to escape, and it looks like red team is more than likely. Yep, they're going to let him get out of there.
Yeah, they just wanted to capture Quarry, place that portal, and Azani's leaving for the mid fight.
I'm currently down. Looks like Timo Lee is going to be. Oh no, a nice stealth play there by Soldaris. They're going to res him up. Unfortunately for Timo Lee, they're popping his Mistform and having it wasted.
Yeah, way closer game this time. They actually managed to get those backups of every team that is. So good job on their part.
TMO Tage currently taking on TMO Lee.
Actually, yeah, Lee is going down. Kenny very low. Bryzy already dead.
Looking at Soldaris. Soldaris is going to waste no time noticing three members of TMO are essentially out of the game. He's going to... Oh, nope. He's changes his mind. He wanted to go over to Waterfall, but Tobson was there already, so they managed to get that back. Rome, just managed to kill Timo Kenny as he attempted to run away from the fight there. So we're going to see him jump back into the match now. We're taking a look at his point of view. Heavy AoE. Timo Lee's down. Morena Darnis. It's going to have little to no trouble.
Yeah, and the entry actually for the blue team, Bryzy trying to get to the Quarry sneakily, but Ultima noticing that. Good job on his part, having that awareness.
So Ram moving in over here to the Quarry now. Taking a look at TMO. Currently, they're going to move in on TMO Bryzy, and unfortunately, due to him running an HGH build with that much squishier, what were we saying that was earlier? Look at his, open up his build real quick.
Rampager's.
Yeah, Rampager's Amulet. Sorry, apologies for pulling up that screen in the middle of the fight. So he's going to have to get out of there as he doesn't really have the survivability to pull that out. But Ram, just hungry for blood, wants to move in on here, takes him down, knocks him down, pops his 100 blades, and is going to make him down. His Eviscerate now is at full charge, so we're going to see him pull off a pretty big crit here in just a minute.
Yeah, and with that play by him, he got down, and they won't have him in the team fight. Wow, Kenny got dropped as well.
Timo Kenny just decimated with like I believe it was a 6k crit on from Rom.
Yeah, and actually you see Rom doing work here. His warrior is definitely not underpowered. He's doing great in those team fights and picking off key members of the opposing team.
He's not as squishy as one would usually lead to believe here. He's doing a pretty consistent job moving from fight to fight. He doesn't have to wait for his heal to come up between fights or anything like that. He's just jumping around. But however, at the same time, TMO is having quite a hard time noticing him in the first place in order to focus him down correctly, which I feel they could do easily, considering he has little to no defensive cooldowns.
Yeah, and actually Lee got Storm Bryzy there as well. They are always getting picked up one by one. They will actually let him bleed now there, so he won't be in the next team fight in time. They try to rest him actually.
So we're looking at Soldaris at the moment, using a short bow to fire in on the blue team members. For here, three members of the red team are going to be able to take this back. Red team currently have a 330. Their Lord Rush will be activated in about 20 points here, so we can see that possibility pop up in 10 seconds. However, they're in a pretty safe position at the moment, so they're more than likely not going to be using that.
Yeah, and with 3 DPSs on Waterfall, MIM actually managing to kill Thompson fully and dropping the other members very low here.
So we're going to switch our perspective over here to Rom. He's getting pretty low, but Burn.
Yes, that burning.
Yeah,
kick on
burn.
him, and
He's
he
gonna go
will
down. Blue team actually looks like they're making him down. Red team is really not in a position to be able to res him at the moment. They're going to take the favor of going for a stomp. He's going to go down. Morena Dars is going to go down, but unfortunately Rob did not have damage on him, so he will not be res. Rome is going to go down as well, and they just wasted, I believe, what would have been a mesmer res. So Soldaris is going to have to bail here, moving back with Tage over to the midpoint, where blue team will more than likely not waste any time with this advantage.
Hey, they still have 2 points, Quarry and Graveyard it is, so they just do this to stall for time. They need those points to tick, only 100 points left, so that's their strategy.
So Soldaris did a nice move there. He realized that there were still members of the blue team chasing him, so he ran past, and he's going to come over here, where there's already a fight engaged over here at the Quarry to assist his team. And with his newly renewed cooldowns, trying to take out TMO Kenny. TMO Kenny with a nice back dodge there. He moves out of there and dodges most of the initial burst here from Soldaris. However, we do have Rom who are to switch to his point of view, popping his cooldowns now, doing a crap load of damage to TMO Lee, almost taking him down. The Ellie's gonna be forced to pop almost all of his cooldowns in order to save himself from Rom's rage.
Again, good job by Rom coming off as that finisher. Killing Lee here. Actually, they're moving out, and he's getting risked by Kenny. So
we just saw Rome make a pretty risky move here. Tage was killed by TMO, so unfortunately, in order to save this point from being capped, he did have to move in and hold it. But I mean, as we're seeing, 3 members of TMO, and he hasn't even dropped yet. Like, not even close. He's at maybe 80% health at the moment. Scratch that. He goes down.
yeah, out of cooldowns, out of dodges there, so he gets downed. Soldaris managed to neutralize Waterfall in the meantime, went straight ahead, back to mid, wants to hold that point until Tage is there, and he's there.
TMO Bryce Z at the moment, using his pistols as well as grenades to try to hurt the enemy, but unfortunately there is a wall up at the moment by Morena Bryzy. I cannot pronounce. We're just gonna call her Morena. By Morena. Soldaris pulling off a pretty nice burst combo on him, so he's gonna get pretty low here. Members of the red team surrounding him. He does manage to throw his elixir down. Nice. Again, we're seeing another engineer who's very good with his elixir R tosses, managing to save himself from a certain death. He does. They do manage to take down Soldaris.
Idle Teldo probably. So Azani is managing to actually win that 1v1 versus Thompson mirror match up here at Waterfall, and he's killing him.
No, this is it. I honestly don't know what they're doing here. TMO Kenny making a last-ditch resort as Team MiM grows very close to victory here for the Lord, but
Ultima is there to defend it, and with his heals, he can just heal the world up.
That unfortunately was not the most well thought out plan. Red team nearing very close to victory. They do only hold 1 point, and it is they do have the Mesmer defending it. I'm really not sure what Kenny's doing.
Yeah, it's a desperation move. They need to do something. I mean,
so
he's not giving
gonna
up.
go down.
So
and as soon as Ultima kills him, that's gonna be GG. The set are, I believe we called best of 5 at first, but unfortunately, the match is over. Made in meta will take it. We got 2 games in. Not bad.
We can call it a best of 3.
It was a best of 3. So there you go, guys.
Okay.